Hello everybody, Matthew Armstrong here on day 40 of our 90-day transformation process from mediocrity to mastery. It's a very pleasure to be speaking with you again today. We're on our financial freedom section. We started it yesterday, and today we're going to be going through the exercises. I'm going to be talking through the exercises. So, this training is specifically for those that are actually taking part. If you're not taking part in this, you're not going to get so much out of this, really. If you're actively taking part, so you need to get this book, the Values Factor by Dr. John Demartini. Go to drdemartini.com and to complete the exercises. So in this section here, we're now going into the most difficult section of the book, the most difficult exercises, which will take quite a lot. We're past the halfway stage of reading, and it's time to go deeper, right? So this is going to be the deepest section. This is those transforming exercises we're about to go into to change the wiring in the brain, to create whole new neural cities, neural networks in the brain. It's neuroplasticity. That is a very sexy word to me. When I started doing a bit of study about the brain and how it works and the most up-to-date information, what I found is that the brain is not so much different than our body, right? But it is part of our body, right? It is part of our body. But just as in, something used to fascinate me when I was younger, is people with great physiques, people who could sculpt their physiques. You had your average sort of Joes, who just had sort of regular physiques, didn't look like they went to the gym or did anything. And then you had these people that were just like unbelievably chiseled, just kind of stood out a mile, like the big bodybuilders and people like that. And I just thought that was amazing, that a person could chisel their physique in really any sort of way they wanted, right? I used to be very, very impressed by that. And it was just it's a very empowering thing, just knowing that you can transform the shape of your body whenever you want. Anyone can do it. Anyone can do it. Sure, some people have incredible genetics and they don't have to do much, and suddenly they get big muscles and everything. Some people have to work at it a bit harder, but everybody can do it, right? Same with our brain. Some people just seem to be blessed with great intellect or skills in certain areas or certain talents, but at the same time, they're gifted. But at the same time, we can all change our brain. We can all, just as we can change our body by training it, we can also change our brain by changing it. So anything that we're not so good at, anything that we're low on the scale at, we can improve that, we can change that, and that's why it's called neuroplasticity. It's like plasticine. Our brain, we can mold it, we can shape it, we can create new wiring, new neural networks, new neural pathways, get rid of old ones, through doing certain exercises, right? We're doing certain things or going through certain processes or having certain experiences in our life, our brain changes the same way our body changes. And to me, that's a very empowering thing. I like that. I like that we can do that. So it's not like it takes away a lot of excuses, right? Where people say, well, I'm just not supposed to do that or this or that. Well, if you have a desire that is strong enough, then you'll find a way, right? You'll find a way. And that's what it starts with. It starts having a desire that's strong enough. So as we go through these exercises in a moment now, you're going to have to need a very strong desire to complete them. In all seriousness, these are not easy exercises. But what these exercises will do, it will transform your thinking. It will transform your thinking. These are actually the most difficult exercises I've ever come across. Just to give you a quick prefix. So before we start, if you're just watching this passively, like I said, you're not going to get a whole lot out of it. But if you really want to change your financial future, whatever you want to do, you want to become a millionaire, a billionaire, you want to become financially free, you want to be able to do what you love what you do, and get handsomely paid for it, then you're in the right place. But you're going to have to take the actions. You're going to have to do what the masses aren't willing to do. Very few people will be willing to do these exercises, believe me. I started them and then skipped over them when I first went through the book. But I will get them done. I will get through them because there's 1,200 answers. It's almost like doing a university course or something. Okay, so we start, shall we? Great. So step one. We're on page 234, by the way. And this is the first exercise in growing our financial freedom. Step one. On a separate page or on your computer, answer each of the following questions. Make sure you answer each question thoughtfully and make sure you provide each of the 200 answers per question that I have specified. You will get the greatest results from this exercise by completing it thoroughly. You need 200 answers for each question to truly shift wealth building to a higher spot on your list of values. You also need to expend this amount of mental effort to remyelinate new pathways in your brain in order to neuroplastically transform your brain. If these 200 answers were easily obtained quickly off the top of your head, you would have already been well on your journey of wealth building, and your life would have already demonstrated that you have made those connections. Just as in fitness training, it takes more and more reps to get results beyond your present comfort zone and ability. So in this mental work, you need to expend some extra effort to transform your thinking and your brain. So dig for legitimate and powerfully meaningful answers. Persevere until you can genuinely see that your perceptions, decisions, and actions have truly transformed with regard to your financial management. Okay, question one. How can building a business that serves ever greater numbers of people be of great service, value, and benefit to you? Answer the question at least 200 times. Do not list the benefits of spending any of the money that you will make. Write only the benefits of actually building the business. For example, to be able to lead and influence the lives of those I employ. 2. To be able to employ people and add to the number of economic exchanges. 3. To be able to serve and make a difference in the lives of millions of people. 4. To be able to master the skills of business management. 5. To be able to create business that I can leave to my offspring. Question 2. How can managing your business more effectively and efficiently to maximize your profits be of great service, value, and benefit to you? Answer that question at least 200 times. For example, to be able to master the skills of governing and leading people. To be able to hire and inspire teams to fulfill their lives. 3. To be able to prioritize my and my employees' actions to reduce stress. 4. To be able to maximize profits, keep costs down for customers, and sell more. 5. To be able to determine what is working and not working. Question 3. How can saving an ever greater portion of profit from your business be of great service, value, and benefit to you? Again, answer that question at least 200 times. For example, to be able to stabilize my primary business. 2. To be able to attract more qualified clients. 3. To be able to associate with wealthier clients and receive more ideas and expanded options. 4. To be able to capitalize on the beauty of compound interest. 5. To be able to calm my volatile emotions and economic stress levels. Question 4. How is investing and learning the art of progressive investing with greater degrees of leverage and return going to be of great service, value, and benefit to you? Progressive investing means that as your wealth grows, you are able to take ever greater risks. For example, you might begin by putting $100 each month into an interest-bearing account. When you have accumulated $1,000, you might put half of your wealth into a collection of blue chip stocks. When the wealth has grown larger, you might put a portion of it into a collection of smaller and newer stocks that is riskier but that offers potentially greater rate of return. As your wealth grows, you are able to take greater risks and achieve greater rewards. Once again, answer that question at least 200 times. For example, to be able to take advantage of more progressive and elevated returns. To learn about companies and their financial strategies. 3. To build a stable stack of cushioned investments. 4. To diversify my portfolio to take advantage of different classes and sectors. 5. To pool my money with other sophisticated investors. Question 5. How is building and amassing a vast financial fortune going to be of great service, value, and benefit to you? Yet again, answer the question at least 200 times. For example, 1. To be able to build a stable nest egg. 2. To be able to draw in even more wealth-building opportunities. 3. To be able to endure any form of socioeconomic volatility. 4. To be able to build an enduring brand. 5. To be able to select the individuals or companies I associate with. Question 6. How is identifying or creating a financial cause something you can dedicate your life and your wealth to, that leaves a legacy and lasts more than 100 years and serves vast numbers of people, going to be of great service, value, and benefit to you? Answer that question at least 200 times. 1. To be able to create a lasting foundation that serves the world beyond my life. 2. To be able to have a multi-generational family structure that serves the world. 3. To be able to master more sophisticated estate and trust planning. 4. To be able to participate in philanthropy. 5. To be able to leave a lasting family or corporate legacy. As you answer these 6 questions thoroughly, you will notice creative new ideas and resources within and around you that you have not been aware of before. And you'll see how you can more efficiently begin building your desired wealth through fulfilling people's highest values and providing greater service to the world, as well as through valuing yourself more fully. Step 2. Next, cross-link each of your previous questions or actions to your present 3 highest values by asking the following 2 questions. 1. How specifically does each of the previous 6 questions, their answers, and any actions you might take as a result help you fulfill what you would love to fulfill based on your present 3 highest values? Answer that question at least 50 times. For example, if your present 3 highest values revolve around your family, you might ask, how can building a business that serves ever greater numbers of people be of great service, value, and benefit to you? Your family. 2. How does fulfilling your 3 highest values help you fulfill the previous 6 questions or actions? Answer that question at least 50 times. For example, how can spending time with your family help you build a business that serves ever greater numbers of people? Aligning your highest values with your financial freedom. When your goal of financial freedom and your highest values are not aligned, you will probably live in a financial fantasy with unrealistic expectations. You will probably devalue yourself or feel less worthy due to your unrealistic expectations. You will probably be less likely to pay yourself first and less likely to save and invest. Paying yourself first means that as soon as you receive income, your first step is to put a portion of it into your savings or investments, then you pay your bills with the remainder. You'll probably be less financially ambitious. You'll probably be less likely to manage your time and money wisely. You will probably be more likely to pass up or give away your financial opportunities. You'll probably feel less worthy of receiving financial rewards. You'll probably be less likely to recognize your true hidden higher financial worth. I explain what I mean by this phrase in the section that follows entitled, You Are Already a Billionaire on page 268. We'll get to that by the end of the week. No, beginning of next week. You will probably be more vulnerable to immediately gratifying get-rich-quick schemes. You'll probably be less emotionally stable with money and less able to manage your money. When your goal of financial freedom and your highest values are aligned, you will more likely feel worthy of wealth and affluence. You will more quickly dissolve past baggage and belief systems that hinder wealth perception. You will generate stronger reasons to build businesses that generate wealth. You will more likely desire to learn more about financial matters and investments. You will more likely pay yourself first so that you can save and invest your well-earned money. You will more effectively manage your emotions regarding both wealth and finances. You will more likely stick long-term to the financial strategies that you have chosen. You will more likely expand your purpose, vision, and cause of wealth building and social contribution. The principles behind great wealth building. Now that you know how to increase or raise wealth building on your scale of values, you are ready to learn some secrets to creating greater wealth. First one, create a clear business mission statement. Your rewards of vast wealth will come as a result of your creativity and dedicated hours of service. You serve most when you're clear on what your mission for service is. A business mission statement will help clarify your service. Your ultimate business service will be to fulfill the highest values of others. Take on a global problem. Leaders tackle globally challenging problems that serve or fulfill millions of people's lives. Highest values. Create, locate, or affiliate with someone who has innovative solutions to those global problems. If you do not have the answers, then find someone who does, and someone who is most inspired by, creative toward, and congruent with providing such global solutions. Tap into the highest values or inspiration of the people you desire to market to. If you do, they will desire to consume your product, refer other people to you, and somehow become part of your growing social or entrepreneurial cause. People will do whatever it takes to fulfill their highest values. Create a compensation for all participants. Everyone involved in your wealth building project desires and deserves to have their highest values fulfilled and to be fairly compensated. And there endeth our reading for today. So as you can see, this is not child's play. This is very high level training, right? In school, or I've never been asked to complete questions that difficult. Those are the most difficult questions I've ever come across. But as I know, and I'm sure you know, the rewards for doing so are great, are very great. So when would it be when would now be a good time to start, right? When would now be a good time to start? Of course. Life-changing stuff, life-transforming, very simple as well. It's very simple, but it's also very difficult. You know, we see there that, like I see, like what's stopping most people from creating wealth? Well, it's just simple habits. It doesn't take any genius or to be a rocket scientist to go, okay, I'm going to pay myself first. Whenever I get paid, I'm going to take 10% of that and put it straight into a savings account, no matter what. We'll always get by. We'll always get by. But our brain tells us different. Our brain says, no, you need to take this and put it into something else. No, you need to spend on this, you need to spend on that. Right? But it's very simple. Take 10%, put it away, and then invest that 10%, and then reinvest on the interest, and it compounds and it compounds. And you know, there was a guy who was a UPS delivery guy in the US all his life. Never got paid more than $30,000 a year. But at the end of his life, when he died, he left in his will $70 million to various charities, and nobody knew that he was a millionaire. Nobody knew that he had amassed $70 million because he had an investments plan. And even when he got home every evening after driving his delivery lorry, he just checked his investments and learned a little bit about investments and took 10% of his earnings and put them into investments. And he compounded it, compounded it, compounded it, and just did what Dr. Demartini is talking about there. You know, you can take ever greater risks. Once you've made so much money back, you can take the, you know, what you've made and put it into ever greater risks, right? And I guess that's what he did to amass a fortune of $70 million in his lifetime, when he never made more than $30,000 per year as a delivery driver, right? So it's not difficult to do that. You know, like a delivery man can do that, right? But it's just how our brain is wired, and for some reason, his brain was wired to saving and investing, and not spending. So these exercises will rewire your brain, will rewire it. And so if you haven't been getting the results you want in the past, you've been frustrated about it, you want to be saving, you're not doing it, you want to be investing, you're not doing it, you want to be putting money into a business, you haven't been doing it. It's just your programming, and this will change your programming if you apply it. Sound good? Good. Okay, thanks for watching. Thanks for taking part. Like I said, you know, this isn't for everyone, is it? You know, this definitely isn't for everyone. There's just a few good people, right? So if you haven't already, make sure you click on the link below and join my Financial Freedom Tribe. And there you have a vehicle to do it. There's a lot of big things happening at the minute, so now is a very good time to do that. We're having a phenomenal training happening tomorrow actually, yeah. So watching this today, make sure you get involved with that. Or just get on my list anyway, and then you'll be able to receive regular updates and things that's coming out from me, which is a lot of cool stuff, a lot of time, you know. I never send out rubbish. I'm always looking for the best, and that's the stuff that I send out. Okay, thanks again for watching, and I shall see you again mañana.